Do you want to do the intro?
Yeah, no, you do it.
No, you do it.
I did it last week.
All right. This is episode
17.
17. 17, if you know what I mean.
That's right. We're legal in some states.
1,700 calories a day to stay this size. Welcome
Oh, we went different routes
to
there.
the Baubak Podcast. I am Baubak Bader, the co-host, and the main host to the right of me is Kyle Scanlon.
That's why it's called the Baubak Podcast, because I'm the main guy.
Because you are the main guy.
Dude, whenever people find out, whenever I'm like before show, I'm like, hey, can you say Baubak Podcast? They're like, what is that? What are you doing? They just assume it's me doing something racist. And it's like, if you would watch the podcast, you'd find out that it is.
I agree on all counts. You know, it's annoying because to me, obviously, it's my name. I think it's easy to say Baubak, like back. Like it's spelled Baubak. If you sound it out. Actually, a lot of Persian names or a lot of Iranian names are B-A-B-A-K is how they spell Baubak.
B-A-B?
Yeah, that's how you actually spell Baubak. But my dad had the foresight to think it's going to be tough for people to say it. We should do B-A-U. And other people have spelled B-A-U.
He was in America just being like, we got to give our
He's like, we got to give him a chance.
little Iranian kid a fucking future here.
And then when I got to college, wow, this is unbelievable, dude. It gets worse every week.
Do you want me
There's
to try
more
to fix
fucking
it?
lights. There's more stuff, and they can't even get this set to stay together.
What if they just bought nicer duct tape?
Fuck you.
You can come in here.
Yeah, come on in, Austin.
Yeah.
Do your fucking job, dude. Look at him wearing shorts. It's 30 degrees outside.
People are overreacting.
He's wearing shorts. Were you in gymnastics class earlier? What was going on?
Why?
Austin's intramurals he was doing earlier.
Yeah.
All right, get off the set.
No, dude, I will say it's kind of crazy he's wearing shorts, but I would rather see that than it's 50 degrees outside in Chicago right now. People are dressed everyone's wearing like beanies and fucking like winter jackets. It's gonna get 0 degrees outside.
I gotta
soon.
Dude, I agree with you, but I'm upset. Like I wore my
Speak about it.
I wore my fleece today, and I'm zipping it up, and I'm walking out the door, and I knew it was 52, but it's still like cold by the lakefront and shit.
Yeah.
And like I'm walking out the door, and I was, this is fucked. This is not even the middle of October.
No.
Like it all starts now.
It snowed in October last year.
Yeah,
Like Halloween.
it snowed in May 6 years ago.
I'll kill myself if it snows in May this
Oh,
year.
we know it's gonna happen.
I'll do it on the
Snowden
pod.
Banned in the United States.
Snowed what?
It's a van.
I said Snowden banned from coming into the United States.
What does that have to do with the weather?
I think that's Game of Thrones.
Like Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden.
Is he on Game of Thrones?
No, he's in Switzerland. Where is
Russia.
he? Russia.
I thought
Who's
Russia
Edward
had him,
Snowden?
yeah.
Who knows?
That's
who
not
that
a
is.
guy on Game
He's a
of
friend
Thrones?
of Putin.
Yeah, because
That's
he
a
literally
He's
was
with Brittany
like, hey.
Griner.
No, they were like, come to our
Oh
country.
yeah, dude, I love being a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, he was
You're in
the
good
CIA
company.
guy who.
I'm like, yeah, that Game of Thrones guy. And you're like, no, he's the real guy.
You're thinking of Jon Snow.
Yeah,
Jon Snow.
he's a real guy. He's on Twitter.
Jon Snow, the creator of WikiLeaks.
Yeah, I knew that guy was. Up
No,
to something.
Snowden's a real guy. He's on Twitter. He's the one who told us they're spying on us. They're spying on us.
Is he still on Twitter?
I don't know. I think so.
I follow him.
I
Well, let's
thought he
check.
was. I thought he was like doing normal shit. He like wrote a book. Like
He's done a lot of shit. He was on the Rogan podcast, but I think he had to call in because he's in Russia.
Yeah, he's in Russia.
He's in exile.
He's not allowed to come to the United States.
Well, because the CIA said if he comes, they're going to take him. Because he doxed a bunch of people, like a bunch of like special agents and stuff. They found out like their families, like who they're from. Like the document that he put out, the CIA said directly put American intelligence in danger. But really they're upset. Like, dude, why are you telling people that we spy on everyone?
Don't tell on it.
And he's like, when you FaceTime your girlfriend, there's a guy who's a CIA analyst slapping his slinky. Watching.
dude, that's
I don't know if he's slapping his slinky. I added that part, but
But there's a vault of all of your little record. I always hear that the like text message lasts forever. Don't text anything stupid. Which is why
all my texts have just been all blue, and most people don't get back to me.
Yeah, I think that's why.
I mean, if texts are saved, then we're all screwed.
Yeah. I'm like, what's the context though? And they're like, you're arrested.
I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian.
Right.
I'm just doing a little joke.
Yeah,
guys.
we're joking at all times. If you take us seriously, that's your fault.
There's got to be like 20 FBI agents in our group chat with
Oh,
the 5
yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
They're
Just
all just
being
sitting there
like-
going, what the hell?
Well, first of all, we have 4 because we have an Iranian in there.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we have 1 for each of us.
First of all, it's Iranian, and they're fighting for their freedom right now. Okay.
How do
like the
how do
band
you
Iran.
feel politically? No, I'm just joking.
No, please don't ask me that.
Yeah, I would know.
But if an FBI agent is listening
Let's
to us
take
or
a
this
break from
podcast,
being funny and get
they're
serious.
just thinking these guys are losers.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
They're our only listeners.
Yeah.
Those are our 5
Yeah, they're
listeners.
laughing. They're in their van, like, dude, you gotta listen to this fucking Indian guy and this other kid who's like borderline acts racist. We don't know what he is, but
that's not a race.
yeah,
Being racist is not a race.
it is
I guess it could be.
the KKK.
White.
Isn't their own race the Aryan movement or
that's
something?
Nazis.
Yeah.
Nazis.
I did watch.
Oh, that's Nazis.
Yeah.
I did
Well,
watch,
you guys know more than we do.
I did watch the Aryan.
They know more than we do.
Oh,
They're
okay.
correcting us.
We're white. It's our culture.
No, that's Nazis. Yeah.
It's
Amy's
white
being
culture,
real
Mom.
quiet over there because he's in the
Yeah.
fucking IRA. That's why he's just like being
If he
real.
was in the IRA, he would be very loud about it.
Eamon's having the month of his life, okay? The last 30 days with the queen dying and everything going on, like, he's happy. Conor McGregor's coming back to fight. He's very excited about it.
Susie in a box. Isn't that what?
How
they're
are the
saying?
soccer teams
no,
doing over
Lizzie.
there?
That's what it is.
Actually, the national women's team of Ireland just qualified for the World Cup, but also,
Don't you ever try to talk about women's soccer on here again? This is a dudes only podcast.
We wanted to know about real soccer.
But also what, Eamon? Tell us.
Also, they're in a bunch of controversy because there was video released of it in their locker room. They were singing an IRA chant, and it was a British TV station that carried the game, and they're not happy about it.
Fuck yeah.
I think that's cool.
Fuck the British.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm them, I'm going to do my own IRA chat. Like, the British, what they did to Ireland for all those years. What did they do to Ireland?
Yeah. Specifically.
Yeah. Why is there such a conflict? Can you tell us?
And say it into the microphone.
Say it in the microphone, too, please.
The TLDR version.
That means
Does that mean love you like a sister?
Yeah.
What's TLDR
It
mean?
means, it means too long didn't read because it's 800 years of Nick's about to pull someone. Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
800 years of what, Eamon?
Tell the whole where the whole podcast now is all this Irish shit.
Yeah,
Let's hear
Irish
it.
history. Let's
Just
go.
the
Yeah.
entire Irish history. It's just a long history of stealing resources and land and colonial intervention and erasing the Irish language and culture and religion. And there was a war for independence and a civil war and a whole decades-long conflict. And here we are now.
Sounds like Israel, Palestine. Sounds like Pakistan, India.
Very similar. Israel,
Yeah.
Palestine.
Okay.
Oh,
we have
it
a
looks
call.
It looks like it's someone who cares.
Well, we know what Nick is. And it's not British or Irish.
Go, baby! Fish and chips! Fuck you!
Nick's just that one race called SMD. I don't care. Suck my dick.
Let's go.
All right. Let's get a word from our
Yeah,
sponsors.
let's transition to sponsor whenever you're ready.
Way to read the cue cards.
Yeah, no problem.
This podcast is brought to you by Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Private, what's going on out there?
Well, Colonel, this war with Iran is getting really crazy. It's like some kind of game. We just keep on shooting, and Private Mitchell is dead after trying some no-scopes on some noobs.
Well, blow me toothless, Private. Let's consult Sarge about this.
What are you letting sinners doing? Get back out there and fight.
Well, to put it simply, Sarge, the Iranians are winning. People are dead. Russia just arrived. It's not looking good. Why aren't you out there fighting with us?
I'm listening to the Baubak Podcast, Private.
Sir, look out for that flamethrower.
Oh my God, what do we do? I can't handle this modern warfare.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Please subscribe to the Baubak
And
Podcast.
play Modern Warfare 2 on October 27th or pre-order now to play the campaign a week early. Listen to the Baubak Podcast, please! Please! Ah!
We lost another listener? What the fuck? They keep dropping like flies, man. That guy sounded happy with it, too.
I think it's time for a product review.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is going to take a minute to set up. I'm going to
Unbelievable.
Okay. Well, it's cold. It's a food. We were originally going to get the adult Happy Meal for you guys, but they actually sold out because they're so popular. So instead, we have a new trend for you guys to try. It's a TikTok trend that I saw. It is a food, and this is probably going to be Kyle eating it because I can't imagine you eating it.
I don't eat on air.
You really don't.
But I have something for you.
Okay.
It is a quarter pounder with cheese
That's like my favorite shit.
with
Mustards? Don't say mustard.
the brand new cheese Danish. Apparently, it's really good. It's all over TikTok right now. People are eating
cheese-
it.
But it's cold.
Danish?
We can't warm it up.
No, we have a second one, too. We have two. We also have...
How much money are we spending on food for this podcast?
This is
This was only $10.
this is egregious. Only $10. That's one egg. That's one egg.
And this other trend that we would like you to try is called the Mac Tonight. It is a mixture of a Big Mac and either the Tonight dough or whatever. What's
I'm
the
gonna be so
Colbert
horny
ice
watching
cream?
you.
Americone Dream.
Or the American Cone Dream Ben and Jerry ice cream.
This is like mixing two worlds here.
Yeah, it's all over TikTok. People are trying it. It's like brand new. It's hot off the presses. That's why I was like, we got
How
to
many
do this
people are
now.
smoking weed where this is necessary?
It's illegal. So how
Weed
do you get
is?
off their back? Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Sorry to snitch, everyone.
Snitch. So do you have to work tonight?
I'm loving it. No. I'm watching the Bears game.
Oh, good. This is really a good precursor into your evening.
Yeah. Where I get sick.
So Austin didn't say the name of the first hack, but it is the quarter pounder with cheese Danish.
Does it have regular toppings on it?
Like, do they make it like that, or you have to mix it
You have to make it,
Like
yeah.
people are going out of their way to mix it.
from the same venue? It's from all. This is all from McDonald's.
Yeah,
right?
So
except
the
for the
se-
ice cream.
the
Thank you
first
for
one is
calling
from the
McDonald's a venue.
So this actually doesn't look awful.
You're so mad.
No, I have COVID.
Is that one of our real screams?
Yeah, this is Bader getting his hair ripped off of his leg.
That is fucking disgusting.
So right there's the cheese Danish. It
Okay,
fits
hold
in
on.
there
I have
perfectly.
to. We gotta record.
Make sure to speak into the
Yeah,
microphone
yes,
while
film
you
this
eat
later
it.
so we can do
I
on
don't know
TikTok.
about.
At least
Too much-
take.
there's too much mayo.
It's just it's the deluxe quarter pounder with cheese is what.
Hold on. I gotta get this right.
Yeah, Beta, record this so we can put this on TikTok.
Do I do it through an app or just regular?
Just film it. Just
So
film
it's a
it.
regular quarter pounder, and then there's just a Danish guy in the middle.
It's a quarter pounder with cheese deluxe, so it's got like tomato or something on it too.
All right. So
and
what?
then it's got a cheese Danish just in
So
it.
it's a quarter pounder with cheese and a cheese Danish.
This is the quarter pounder with
There's
cheese
fucking
Danish.
mayo on my Danish.
It's a
People say
hack.
it's good. I don't know. That's why we're trying it.
Let's try it. Oh no, it's all over my fucking pants.
How is it?
That's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, right? How is this a trend? Is my question.
It's kind of good, but it just tastes weird.
Go in for another bite.
God.
Go in for another bite.
Go in for another bite.
It doesn't stay together very well.
Oh, I've seen you before with that.
Look at all this mayo I got on my
Yeah.
penis.
Look at that. Look at that.
May I have a little nappy can?
Yeah. Here, go toss that
I
out.
don't know about this, man. I think I would like it better if it didn't have like mayo on it.
Yeah.
Mayo with the cheese
Go ahead.
Danish sounds kind of awkward.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Around.
Here comes the Irishman. The IRA.
I don't want to fucking get my Honda Civic blown up over.
Over Catholicism?
Yeah, over trying to get a little bit of producer pussy from. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. All right, should I eat more of this thing?
We got another.
Yeah, we have the Mac Tonight's coming up. Austin's getting it prepared right now.
Oh, the
that
Mac-
is the
The fact that Austin went in the bathroom to prepare it kind of makes me nervous.
I had to
No.
go get. It was in the.
he had to get the ice cream from the freezer. It's a Big Mac with either the Tonight Dough or the Americone Dream. That's the Jimmy Fallon and the Stephen Colbert.
I think I
Ben and
like
Jerry's.
this now.
You think so? Good. I mean, I heard it's a.
There's not a lot that I don't like when it comes to just greasy food.
Is it good? Like, is it actually good? What's the rating out of 10?
I think it's like it feels like a 6 just from watching them because I'm a professional
Like
person who
6.5,
watches
yeah.
eaters.
6.5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for the next?
I was
one?
pleasantly surprised, but
Yeah, let's get this next one.
Film That's too big.
All right.
And Bader, speaking to the microphone also.
Isn't it wild that we have 3 producers and I'm being told to film
I'm
something?
gonna have a palate cleanser.
Wash it down.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Austin's literally in his
There's
bathing
ice cream
suit.
on my burger?
Apparently it's good.
There's ice cream on a burger. This is scary, man.
According to-
Wendy's Frosty and Fries, I get it, but this,
According to the TikTok, apparently it mixes well with the Big Mac sauce. So I don't.
That's crazy.
everything is according to TikTok. What does TikTok think about global warming?
Yeah. Why don't they solve that before we start putting fucking ice cream on our cheeseburgers?
Doesn't exist.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready for the Mac tonight. Let's see it.
So this is a Big Mac with ice cream.
I don't think so.
This
I
ice
am
cream
loving
has
it.
what does it? This ice cream has.
maybe like a 3.5.
Ooh.
Ooh. So this ice cream, it's vanilla ice cream with
That's the best ice cream. That's
with-
great ice cream.
yeah, with fudge covered waffle cone pieces and a caramel swirl with a
I
Big
mean,
Mac.
I might give up on this burger and just eat this ice cream off the bun.
No, take one more bite. Let's see it.
I was just joking. I'll eat the whole thing.
Yeah, you can have the rest of this ice cream.
I guess the idea is like people drink milkshakes and eat burgers together. So
Yeah, but you don't, it just doesn't go. You know? Like, just because you eat ass doesn't mean you should do it after someone goes number 2.
Yep, that's the same thing.
Things don't go together.
Remind me again, what is number 2?
It's the value menu, the number 2 off the menu, what you're eating right now.
All right, I feel like I got to go for an ice cream bite again.
Wow, he's really getting in there.
It's really not very good.
you've
this
eaten
is-
quite a bit of it.
Yeah, you've really scarfed it.
For stuff that's not really good, you've had 50%.
No, that's like 30%.
Leslie Maxwell is one of our viewers now, and she is watching you eat that.
I don't think this is very good, Leslie. I think this is kind of bad.
Do you see it as food? Because she doesn't.
I feel bad that she's watching
It's
this
a
because she's
bad
going to be
combo.
disappointed. That's why I'm not eating it.
It's just not
I'm,
good.
you know, all I've had is air, and she needs to know that.
You're ruining good ice cream. See, you can just eat the ice cream like
I only eat clean.
this. Me too.
I think this is a clean eating podcast.
Yeah. This burger's just covered in ice cream now. I don't know. This is fucked up. I don't think this is a good idea.
You're eating clean after Eamon cleaned you up.
You know what I think, too? I think there's too much bread for ice cream.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think
I'd
you should
It's
replace
not a
the
mix.
bread?
The farthest you can go with having savory foods at fast food restaurants with ice cream. Salty is
Yeah.
like the fries from Wendy's dipped in the Frosty.
Yeah.
Like that's okay.
Yeah.
But this
Too far.
TikTokers are ruining America. This is the problem. Gen Z, like this is what they want to eat. It's disgusting.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
You
take me
ruined
to
the greatest
McDo-
thing ever,
Dad, take
McDonald's.
me to McDonald's and 7-Eleven so I can make a McNight and McMidnight.
Yeah, what's next?
A Brian McMidnight.
What are they going to put in it? Huh?
A Brian McMidnight. Remember that Brian McKnight?
Yeah.
One, but we call this a Brian.
Make
All right.
love to you.
We
Two,
put ice cream on this burger.
3. I gotta poo.
You don't have to
And
eat.
all the world. All the
That might be down to two and a half.
He's going down.
I kind of feel like, do you think it would be better? Because obviously the most important thing about a Big Mac is the layers. So I think that the middle bun should be replaced with an ice cream sandwich. So that
I
it
could
has
do that.
3 layers.
Can we get some napkins
Get
for
some
him?
napkins, please? That'd be so funny if you guys didn't have any. This is every Uber Eats like order now. You get 3 napkins for like a
Right.
family order of food.
I mean, what is that? A budget cuts? You give him 2 napkins?
So it's like it's fucking $53 to get 2 cheeseburgers.
You order $29 of food and you get them 2 napkins.
I think that's all.
How many producers do we need for this?
Come
Should
lick
we get
my
a napkin
fingers.
producer,
Will
too?
you lick my fingers?
You can go wash your hands now. I'm sorry. You can't continue like that. We can't have that.
So
Yeah, that would be
before you go, we want your review. Do you think it is a good hack or not?
Listen, the Danish one, I think I can get behind. That was like it was kind of just like a little bit sweet in like a good way. It was a little crummy. I liked it.
I don't
Ice
think
cream on the burger. I would never do it on my own. But I
Why
expected
the
it
fuck
to be.
is Austin laughing so hard is my question.
What the fuck is your problem?
It's not a hack. They just made this
Do
up.
I have
They
ice
wanted-
cream on my face?
This is not a hack, dude. They
You
made this up.
stupid
They fucked
dickhead.
us. They fucked us.
Fucking.
That's why he's laughing. They just made it up. These guys are pieces of shit.
Vader knew. I could tell he knew.
These guys are pieces of shit. He
So-
is not a guinea pig.
So we're
This
going to
is my
start
friend.
this.
Real boy.
We're gonna start these trends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
You were the first person.
I knew that sounded like bullshit.
You're a dumbass. Still
What's
ate it.
next?
Like 4 bites of it.
You almost ate the whole sandwich, idiot.
I'm offended for him. You guys gaslight us into thinking a lot. Like, you gaslight us into thinking that we need 17 cameras, that we need 4 microphones, that we need 5 producers.
Do we really need this much duct tape?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's fair because you gaslighted us into thinking that you were funny.
I have to agree.
He got you there.
I have to agree. I did gaslight them into telling them we're going to be top 50 podcasts in a month.
If you want to try the Danish one, just eat on the other side.
okay.
But instead, we're top 50 podcast with Austin's mom.
Yes. Yes. And we're going to, you know what we're going to do next time? We're going to blindfold Austin because there's so many foods he hasn't ate, and we're going to feed him.
That would be fun to blind. I would do that. No, I wouldn't. No, I don't trust you guys now.
Yeah. What are you doing?
And if you blindfold, you have to decide what you're eating. You just have to be able to tell.
Could you imagine? There's some of the shit that I've eaten here now, I'm kind of like, I wouldn't trust you guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I would have to know what
if
the
it-
options are first.
Okay, so what if
The
it wasn't like
one-chip
anything?
challenge.
What if it wasn't anything spicy? Anything that, like, if you told us the foods that you cannot stand, we don't do.
I wouldn't want
But it's just
to be
different foods. But
anything
you just to
gross.
see how strong your taste buds are if you know what you're eating.
Probably not very strong.
Same.
Have you ever done that thing where you like you close your nose and put?
Oh,
something
it's
in your
another thing
mouth?
you made up.
Yeah.
It's another thing you made
No,
up.
they
No,
did
that's
this
a
in
real thing.
science class. We would put a Skittle in our mouth and have our nose closed,
Yeah.
and then we would release our nose, and all of a sudden we taste it, and then we'd have to guess what it was.
Why was your nose closed the first time?
Well,
you can
because like
smell it.
it's like a test about you need one sense for the other, kind of for taste buds.
Most of food is smell as well.
Smell-based.
Oh, really?
When you
I haven't
lose your
been able
sense
to
of
smell for like a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
wonder what that could be.
Well, how come I
Nothing
have?
comes to mind.
How come people who lost their sense of smell for COVID still haven't lost?
Oh
their
my
weight?
God, I have COVID.
That's the second funny COVID diagnosis of this episode.
Yeah, we're gonna get one of those little warnings from YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Stop
this.
talking about it.
We should say this is a COVID episode, so we have one viewer.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
You know what time it is?
Broadcasting live from the El Changulato Memorial Studio
Man, I love
in
that we
Chicago,
said that.
Illinois. It's time for the news with Baubak and Kyle. Here's your hosts, Baubak and Kyle.
I kind of wanted to talk about this. I'm glad it's the first story.
Good. Okay, so
Just let it sit.
Dahmer becomes Netflix's second biggest series of all time,
crazy.
which is wild to me because Netflix, well, now Netflix, because there's so many streaming services, the market's getting a little bit fragmented. But my question is, for you, before we get into the article, what do you remember from Dahmer as a kid? And what do you remember, like, watching on TV, your parents telling you? Like,
I don't
tell me what you
remember a lot as a kid, but I do like remember like just as like, you know, I mean, like I feel like true crime's been popular for like 10, 15 years now. And so like he would get brought up, but he was never like obsessed about in like this way. So I guess I just remember him like cutting people up and like eating them. And then that was kind of it. And then like as I found out later, it was like, oh, it's in Milwaukee. Like
close by, because
Yeah.
we're from Illinois. Like, it's close by.
I kind of like put the clues together like you do with like a Danish Big Mac. Like,
yes.
you know,
where you getting punked?
not all the stuff comes at once. You have to put some of it together.
I remember. Look, I remember. So when my dad would watch the news, it was always the time that I was supposed to shut up as a child, and I would never shut
I
up
bet he had a lot of times like that for you.
for sure. And there was no pause back then. You can't like
Yeah.
pause, you know. So he's just like he'd just go like this, like he was gonna fucking hit me
Karate
every
chop you.
time, and I was just. And I remember them trying to, my mom and dad break the news to me about Dahmer, like, because I'm like, what do you guys keep watching? What's happening? And I think at the time I was like 8 or 9, and they ju-
Imagine explaining this to an
yeah,
8 or 9
and they just explained. I remember my dad telling me the story about the Asian boy who escaped, but the cops couldn't figure it out, and that my dad was just in such shock they caught this guy after this many years of crimes.
Yeah.
And like he was just so disappointed in like society
Like
and
how
police
things
work.
work.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I remember. And I remember knowing that he was a person who eats people.
Yeah, I remember that. I do.
But
remember
imagine
that.
like now, I think these kind of series, like it's fucking kind of scary because this series, you know, like unless you have the parental control and stuff, you're 13, you watch this. Like, dude, when I would watch Freddy Krueger stuff when I was 13, I'd freak out, or the Jason movies. Now this is like based on a true
I
story.
remember watching a Jason movie in 4th grade, and I can remember a scene that made me like too scared.
Too scared, right?
Oh, I was like too scared, like
Freaked
it was
out.
and I talked about it with my friend that I watched it with because his dad didn't care what we did because it was his dad's weekend, you know. And
Oh, because they're divorced?
yeah, and so
Yeah.
we like went to his dad's apartment and we watched a Jason movie in 4th grade.
Oh my God.
And like I just remember like this guy is like this old guy's riding a dirt bike and he gets his head cut off and then they throw the head in like a
The music
stew.
from the Jason movies.
Music is creepy.
Oh my God. Dude, I gotta go.
It's making my stomach hurt.
Yeah, but the Dahmer, that's the thing about the Dahmer shit. Like there are so many kids that are gonna have horrible nightmares. Like it's just in 35 million hours it's been viewed.
That's a bizarre way to measure.
Yeah. What about viewers? Like number of viewers? Netflix never releases that. They
Yeah.
just
Also, like some of that's a little like
skewed.
Because like technically, I watched 9 hours of Reno 911 last night, but
great
I
show.
was asleep for 8 of it. So, and then I just woke up and it was still on.
Did you finish it in the morning and you finished the food next to your bed?
Yeah, I finished the food. No, I'm not really. I don't like to eat in my bed.
Yeah,
feel
I don't
like
let any food in my bedroom.
No, it's like my bed's just for sleeping. Really.
Can I sleep over?
Yeah, I got a new mattress.
Oh,
It's pretty comfortable.
let's break it in.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like to jump on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So speaking of this, so did you watch any of this show? Did you watch
Honestly,
any of this show?
can't watch it. Too scared.
Really? I watched like about
Being dead
half
serious.
of it
Can't watch it. Too
so
scared.
far.
What do you think?
Acting's really good. Story's pretty good. There's a little bit too much of hey, he's just a kind of a okay guy, like that sort of.
Exactly.
I feel like there's not like fucking paying him for the monster he is. Like there's like too much humanizing of these people. Same thing with like John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, he's gonna be revered by like these. Okay, whoever the fucking Alex Martin, Woodwall, Eric Conavant, Evan Peters, Janet Mock, and Carl Franklin, Ian Brennan, who created with the exec producers with all those people. All these people are gonna be responsible for the next 5 years of serial killing.
Yeah, I think true crime in general is responsible for like a lot of like mass shootings. And
What's
stuff like
next,
that.
dude? They're gonna have a school shooter documentary. Do they already have it?
I'm sure.
Give
they
everybody,
do, but
give
they-
everybody the roadmap. Why
I
not?
think
they
they're
don't have, like,
trying-
they don't have like actors or like real documentaries.
Yeah, this is gonna be-
the Columbine movie is coming soon. Like it's
We
it's
are
going to.
creating our own demise in this fucking world.
It's Bowling for Columbine. Came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bowling
yeah.
for Columbine.
And
came
then what
out
happened?
20 years ago.
They bowled for 300 other schools later.
Well, someone told me this that like serial killing is like impossible nowadays because of all technology and tracking, but school shooting is now serial killing.
Yeah,
is like replaced
now
it.
now you just get it all out at once.
They just stop being.
They stop being patient.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. How many unsolved murders go on in large cities like New York and Chicago every day? So it's serial killing, yeah, but is killing? I mean,
I think
But serial killing, you have to have like a.
No. I think like the way they label it is like 5 murders or more as a serial killer,
have
and
to
I
be,
think
like,
that there's like an actual like a lot of serial killers in the United States.
what's a drive-by then?
I mean, if you kill 5 or more people, I guess you're a serial killer.
It says that a serial killer is a person who commits a series of murders, often with no apparent motive, and typically following a characteristic, predictable behavior pattern.
Yeah, but like Google how many kills do you have to have before you're considered an SK?
I think it just has to be a pattern.
Google it exactly
like
that
blonde,
way.
like
Don't.
The term serial killings means a series of
3 or more.
not
I
less
was-
than one of which was committed within the United States, having common characteristics such as to suggest the reasonable possibility that the crimes were committed by the same actor or actors, is what they call them.
Dude, is he going to be on Time 100?
That would be so
people's
funny.
sexiest man dead.
Sexiest man alive. I mean, this is where we're going.
I mean, they'll give him like the Nobel Peace Prize.
the fucking actor is gonna win an Emmy.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go up there, and it looks bad, dude. I'm telling you, this is terrible.
Yeah, I think it's really and it's really unfortunate. Like, I kind of feel this way about the same way I felt about like whenever like in the early 2000s, whenever all the like war movies were so popular. It's like
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, like you can make Band of Brothers, like all these like movies that were all about this. And it's
Black
like that's
Hawk
great that you can make all these fucking movies, but like, what if just by law you had to give like 30% of what you make back to like I don't know, like veterans that come home pretty fucked up and
Why
can't
would they
find
do
a
that?
job?
They don't want to help veterans.
I mean, it's like that's the whole point. There's nothing other than just like they're just trying to like capitalize on a thing that they know people want to hear. Well, there's fucking families and shit that are like, oh, cool, like.
No, they just
got
to make Harvey Weinstein
Jeffrey
and,
Dahmer,
yeah.
and my son got chopped up and ate by him.
Dude, wait till Halloween.
Yeah.
Wait till Halloween.
That's what I'm saying. Like if
every
someone's
Dahmer
gonna-
knocks on the door. This little fucking
Dahmer,
9-year-old.
just a little Dahmer.
I think
You know
that
why?
it's-
Because the mom wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's something to say too that like when you were talking about all the war movies coming out in like the early 2000s, they just happened to be coming out around the time of the Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's like fucking propaganda. Yeah.
Dude, Hollywood.
We live in China.
Well, those were different also because those
China.
A lot of those were like to show the war was bad and like be like, yo, don't support it. But like this Dahmer stuff, like what is it supposed like? What's the message?
Yeah.
Like don't like I
We
don't-
can make $1 billion off a Netflix series still.
I think then,
Yeah, like,
I
I
think
don't-
then
yeah.
like I mean like in a fucking like what is it like in teenagers now like 25% of them think that they're gonna be like an influencer or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
whenever they grow up. I think that's pretty fucking dangerous, those numbers with like the combination of like, hey, here's a guy who figured it out, a real like self-starter. Here's a self-starter. He picked himself up by his bootstraps and then strangled a bunch of people with those bootstraps.
I think it goes back to everything of like, this is getting way too serious. There's no equilibrium. Like, what are you going to do? Like, then we got to start censoring the Kardashians. Then we got to censor the Dahmer stuff. Then we got to censor the war movies.
Yeah.
It's just, I get it.
the
Like,
Kardashians?
no, you do, because the influencers want to be influencers,
Yeah,
want to be, like, girls want to be these type of people that have 19 surgeries, and, like, you can't be like
and
that.
your mom leaks your sex tape. That's the funniest.
Yeah, and your mom leaves it, and Ray J's got
To
a crooked
text
dick.
your mom and be like, all right, Mom, when's my sex tape coming out?
And then, hold on, we need a better angle for Ray J.
Yeah, hold on, honey. The cum shot's not
His dick's
perfect.
too arched in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me,
Did you ever watch that?
You mean, was I the one who taped it?
It's so funny. What's a better question is, have you watched it in the last year? I feel like it's like, I go back to it like I go back to Breaking Bad. Like, I'm like this shit rules. This is holding the test of time. I wish Ray J would shut the fuck up.
So Evan Peters, the guy who's playing Dahmer in this, you were talking about how he's going to win an Emmy, and that's almost assuredly going to happen because he has a history of playing like just fucked up people. Like he was on American Horror Story, and in every season, first season he was a school shooter, second season he was a serial killer, like the fifth season he was basically H.H. Holmes.
Yeah,
Training
for
his
lack of
entire
a
career for this moment.
Dude, the psychological warfare that is in your brain, like he has to see a psychiatrist, psychologist. Like if you're that
I think
deep
it's
in
required
acting,
for some people. Like I
it's
thought Zac
gotta be
Efron
the
had to do
PTSD you have from those roles. Like he's gonna.
I didn't know anything about H.H. Holmes, and then I like he's the guy that has the castle and he would like kill people in the castle,
Yeah,
right?
here in Chicago,
and it was in
right? Yeah.
Chicago.
Really?
And
I don't know
a lot
anything about it.
A lot of people think that it's the same guy as Jack the Ripper, but that's like a
He's like the
conspiracy
first
theory.
serial killer or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like, well
so
documented.
there was a month where there were a bunch of serial killings in Chicago done by a guy named H.H. Holmes, and it was a long time ago. But there's actually
Thank God the murders.
It was during
stopped.
the World's Fair, like the first World's Fair.
yeah, the first World's
There
Fair.
are no more murders in Chicago.
It was the first World's Fair, and there's a Hulu series coming out with Leonardo DiCaprio and Keanu Reeves in it, and Scorsese is making.
Do they just
it?
not have
He's
new
producing
actors? Like what?
Dude, those are my guys.
It's like
I
every
haven't seen
actor
Leo do a
has
TV
to
show
be
ever.
So old.
Yeah,
think
but it's
Keanu's
just
playing H.H.
Yeah,
Holmes.
he's
the
playing.
tides shift. You know, like TV's huge
Yeah.
since like True Detective and all that other stuff. Like True Detective was scary to me. That's how scared I am of stuff.
Damn, you really are
Wow.
scared.
Yeah.
Have you seen Zodiac? Like the movie about the Zodiac?
Oh my God, I'll never watch that.
Have you ever seen
it's
Kyle
great.
XY?
Yeah, he has no belly button. What the
Yeah,
hell?
it's fucking scary.
Have you
dude.
seen Kim's sex tape?
Yeah, I've seen it once or twice.
Let's react to it.
I do think you'd
She's
like
no
this,
belly
Bader, though.
button.
What?
This is something that you should probably look into. H.H. Holmes would take out life insurance policies on people, and then he would kill them, and then he would dress up as them and pretend to be them and take out the life insurance policy. Or he sold life insurance. So he would get people to buy his life insurance
And
policy.
then dress up as their ancestor, like probably their like sibling or their whoever was.
He would pretend to be them and not let people know they died. So he would take out the life insurance policy.
Oh, he'd cash out the policy. That's good because actually, I was an intern at life insurance company for 3 years, and what I know is it's called the active war. So for at least 2 years, your policy has to be active in order for you to cash in as a beneficiary. So let's say Austin is my adopted son, and I have $1 million life insurance policy. I can't kill him for at least 2 or 3 years because it's active war.
That makes it.
There's a clause.
That makes sense because that's literally the like plot to every Forensic Files episode, where they're like, yeah, they've been married since they were 17 and they hate each other, and then suddenly they took out a life insurance policy, and then a week later she was dead on the porch for talking back.
Serial killers scare me.
I mean, they do it for other reasons. Too.
Oh, in general, because
Mostly
they seem
talking
like
back.
somewhat normal person. None of them are like trained in any tactical stuff. It's just like a crazy person that can kill all walks of life. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I will say though, I don't think, at least if any of this show is true or like this small amount of things I've read, I don't think a serial killer like Dahmer could ever survive again because he was just sloppy.
No,
and
he's
just
awful.
Just drunk all the time.
Was he sloppy or was the Milwaukee Police Department sloppy?
both?
Both, yeah.
Could be both.
Well, now we have cell phones.
Well, he
And
was-
we just be
Yeah.
like, look at this guy.
If we're looking at his NFL his like career here, the
Yeah.
first 4 or 5 years was solid. Like he paced himself well.
He was
But then-
rookie of the year. For
But
sure.
then by the 90s, he was like every week he was like, I gotta go. Like before he would pace himself on
Yeah.
purpose, but then in the 90s he was like, just come on over.
So in a way, he was a real life Dexter, but Dexter would kill bad people, and Dahmer just killed everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
you got
Dahmer
it.
killed gay people.
Oh, they were always gay?
Well, he's gay.
Pretty sure he's
Yeah.
gay. So
I don't think he killed a woman. No.
No, he would try to like bring someone in as if it was like going on a date, and then he would kill them.
Yeah. Then he
Oh,
would
wow.
roofie them, and then he would do.
Well, the date probably went bad.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
We should
Can you imagine going on a date and then at the end you have to kill them? You're like, this is not going well, so I got to kill you.
Have you ever had a date where you were like, I might die?
Dude,
But all of his dates have.
It's so funny to think about. It's so funny to think about how many times you've probably been texted about where they're like, I'm going on with this guy named Chris. Here's the location we're going to be at.
I did that.
You
with-
don't hear from
I
me
did
by
that to
9
Ian the
o'clock.
First time I met with Bader.
He's taking me to his restaurant.
I'm at his family's house. They made all this food, and his niece is dancing. Like, what is this?
Dad's yelling at me about corned beef.
Yeah, like, I thought. And why is there's a video guy here? He's barely talked to me. He keeps talking to his mother. Like, what? What happened to just taking me out for drinks? This is a funny dating story. This was like 7 years ago. There was this girl. I had tried to date her here and there. And you know how it goes, like text, you want to, and then you find the window where sometimes they're like, yeah, let's go out. And I had a family dinner planned that same, well, it's all your cousins. Everyone comes to town like around the holidays. So there was 16 of us at a family dinner. And I was like, shit. Finally, she said yes. We were going to go on a date. Like, she was into it. We were joking back and forth. And I was like, what do? I can't tell my family I can't show up to this dinner. I was like, do I bring her to the dinner? And I didn't. I wanted to. Then we went on a couple more dates, and I told her a story. She's like, oh, that would have been so fun. I would have loved that. And then she dumped me a week later.
Yeah, girls are unpredictable. Why'd she dump you? Because you didn't take her to meet your family?
Find someone better.
Dude, that's so funny, though, because, I mean, who would that even be? No one's better than you. Don't talk about my friend Chris like that.
But you know that, like, in the dating world where people are dating. So dating is Kyle and I will go out for a drink, and, like, we'll see how it goes. And, like, Kyle's now in my roster, and there's, like, 4 other people you go out with till there's, like, a connection. And so women or men, they are going perpetually on their nights off or their days off on these dates. So, like, you're just, oh, well, Josh couldn't come, and Eric wasn't available, so I guess I'm going to take Brownie out.
Hey, some things.
I'm Brownie, by the way.
You should have a dating podcast. This is really fascinating.
We should do a draft.
Paul would love
We
that.
should draft women for you
We
guys.
should draft potential relationships for you guys.
Yeah, we'll find some eligible.
Yeah, we should draft all the ones that went wrong.
Yeah.
The relationship with my father, the relationship with my mother.
That would be fun. And then you can do like the like crime scene thing where you like figure out why.
Yeah. Or like the Minority Report. Are there monitors like that yet?
Please,
Where we
it's
can
just-
go like
the
that?
balls and yeah.
It's
Are
just
there?
report.
Oh, it's just they changed the name.
Protect the
For
culture.
you, it's just
Yeah.
report.
Yeah.
Just report.
Yeah.
Are there screens like that yet or no?
Not yet, no. The Iron Man screens where he can like push
Yeah.
stuff with his.
No,
hand.
that was Tom Cruise had that first. How
No, he
fucking
did
dare you?
Minority Report, but like it's known as Iron Man screens.
I wish I could do that with Austin. Just
They do have that actually.
He says a
There's-
sentence to you and you're like, no.
There are these new glasses developed by Google that have augmented reality. So virtual reality is where you just like put it on, you're in a different place.
so augmented reality would be like Eamon making out with the queen.
Yeah. But no, it's where like virtual
would be
things.
so funny.
Like remember Pokemon Go? How you could see things in the real world as well.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Doesn't have
You
any
said a bunch of
idea.
words he doesn't know.
Pokemon Go. I remember Pokemon Go. The
So-
thing in your pocket that everybody
Yeah,
had.
and like it would
Yeah.
show the Pokemon on the floor.
Dude,
Like,
I
in
heard
the
people
real
are
world.
still playing that game. That's like.
no, they are. I know a couple
Yeah.
people that like just. play
yeah,
all the
they're
time.
your best friends.
All right, fuckface.
Next news article, boys.
Back to the news.
Back to the news.
Back to the
Let's get through these news and then
I never played a game sober.
I'm gonna have to cruise.
Hey, you want to hear something? My mom, I was 10 years old, and I told my mom I wanted to name my kid Jeffrey just because I liked the name. And she's like, no, that's like Jeffrey Dahmer. And I was like, who is that? And at 10 years old, that's when I found out who Jeffrey Dahmer was. I did a bunch of research. It really scarred me.
So that
Dude,
explains
at
what
10
it
you
is.
could do research. We couldn't.
Yeah,
when we were 10, there's no
when
research.
you were talking
Or
about
you
it,
could
I
yell
was
across
like,
the street. Hey, Tommy!
There's literally. I didn't fucking learn anything.
Did
Remember-
you hear? Let's go play knockout on the basketball court.
Well, do you remember they would have those like encyclopedia books? That would be your internet. Would
Yeah,
be
but they were like, some of them were 20 years old. The Britannicas in my parents'
Yeah.
basement.
I
Like,
never read any of that stuff. My mom was like, I got all this stuff where you can learn, and I was like, okay, sounds really cool.
this is so good, and I'm glad we found this article for Kyle to comment on it because he is our NBA analyst. I never played a game sober when a former Sacramento Kings center confessed he drank alcohol every game, even during halftime.
Okay, but I just do, on behalf of all the alcoholics, I do want to say, he says he was only drinking a half a pint to a pint of gin daily, which is that's not a lot for like an alcoholic.
Is a
I feel
pint
like
a
that's-
fifth?
No, it's like a pint's the little tiny bottle that goes in your pocket.
Oh, like a
Then what's a
flask.
pint?
Yeah. Like a flask is
A
probably
pint of
half a
gin
pint.
daily? Okay.
Like that's not a huge amount.
But how is he
No,
not
we got
gassed?
we got our Irish guy to tell us what a pint is.
Hard liquor is a pint like a beer.
I mean, I mean the alcoholics I know will drink a fifth of that.
But
in a
dude, to
day.
play 4 quarters like that?
I know that part's really impressive. That part's
Was he a good
really,
player? I don't know who this
Yeah,
is.
Kyle,
he
was
was
he
like
good?
fine. He was like, I mean, honestly, considering he played 6 years, considering he like was half in the bag for every game, I mean, he was pretty good. He put up like 10 points, 8 rebounds.
Oh,
and,
that's
like, a
good.
block,
That's like a real player.
And then he was, and then he was like on a team with Vladi, who at the time would smoke cigarettes at halftime.
Vladdy would smoke cigarettes at halftime
Yeah.
because of the war going on?
Yeah, because of the war.
The stress?
Yeah, the stress would
Of
get
Eastern
to
Europe?
him. He'd be like, he would smoke a cigarette.
Who were the other guys that Vladdy had the conflict with? Because there was like an at-home conflict that when he played basketball against him, he wouldn't talk to.
Oh,
What countries was that?
I don't remember, but I do remember that they didn't draft Luka Doncic because apparently, like, Vladdy like didn't like his dad or something like
And this is when Vladdy was in the front office,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, he was one of the all-time worst front office guys of all time.
Was
The
he an
Sacramento
all-time
Kings
good
are a
player or
fucking
no?
mess.
Vladdy.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Luka's
Vladdy's
like,
good. Vladdy's like fun. He's like a lot of fun passes. If you like looked him up on YouTube, you'd be like, all right, this is pretty cool.
the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. He's got like he's a fun guy.
Hey, you know who's a fun guy? This guy. Fucking have a pint of gin during halftime.
He went to jail, like, and that's how he got sober. But he said he was getting drunk in high school games. Ron Artest, whenever he was on the Bulls, would drink at halftime of games too.
Who told you that?
Ron Artest?
Meta World Peace, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So was he drunk when he was at the Palace punching people?
No, it was only whenever he was on the Bulls teams because those Bulls teams were trash. And then he also.
Can you imagine
Dude.
having a team so bad you're like, I need a drink?
The funniest part was Ron Artest was fucking wild. His first year, he tried when he was in Chicago. He was trying to work at Best Buy because he wanted to get the discounts. And
he must be very wealthy now because
the
he's
Bulls
so frugal.
had to pull him aside and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? You can't work at Best Buy. You're our starting power forward."
He was a starter?
Yeah, I think
God.
that doesn't help the stereotype of dumb jock.
What words did you just say?
Of dumb jock. That doesn't help the stereotype.
Dumb jock. I thought you said them jock. I was like, is that a rapper? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said thin cock.
I don't wish prison. I don't wish prison on anybody, but I see my time away, my sabbatical. That's a very funny thing to call going to jail and being.
It is sabbatical.
I guess
life.
if you're 6'11" and you're not worried that you're just gonna get fucking. Yeah, by neo-Nazis in the shower, then I guess you can call it a sabbatical.
Yeah, but was he in a maximum security prison? What did he do?
Doesn't matter, man. You can get a DUI and come out a different person because you're like, shit.
Yeah,
Turns out I
I'm sure
wasn't supposed
prison
to talk to those
prison
people,
probably
and I
scares
did.
people. Yeah.
We should get
Prison
you guys
is
in
a-
prison for a week.
No,
do,
prison's
a whole
an
thing.
all-time fear for me.
do
It's
24 hours?
Yeah, do
so
24-hour
scary.
prison. 24 hours?
No, there's you ever seen that show 60 Days Locked in Jail? Where
No,
normal
but-
people go into jail for 60 days?
What happens to them?
All kinds of fucked up shit. There's just so many politics in jail that
Yeah.
you like. I'm obsessed with jail shows. That's my favorite reality TV show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it's.
I'll
cool.
get us protection.
Let's get a prisoner on the podcast.
Yeah, let's get protection. I think we need to get coffee. We need to get cigarettes.
Could we do a video where we
Kool-Aid.
lock you guys in solitary confinement for a week?
What about
7 days?
one?
We already
day?
did that all of 2020.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do that again. It was
Shut it down.
I got depressed enough
Shut down
that
the
I got
country.
a dog, so
Shut down the world.
Would it be
Bang
that
pots and
hard,
pans
though?
outside.
Yeah.
Everyone is cold.
You think it would be that hard though? 7 days? It ends in 7 days. The pandemic
No.
was different because you didn't know if it was going to end.
It
was over
we're
in my
the,
mind
We're in
a
the
long
privacy
time
of our own
ago.
home, and fucking Uber Eats worked. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Bader. Everyone had
you
Uber
go
Eats,
on
yeah.
walks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you live in a third world country? Where did people not have Uber Eats in the United States?
Muncie was struggling.
Yeah.
I remember I remember I thought the world was gonna be a lot of trouble, and then I was like, I got weed off this girl that I buy weed off of, and she was it was the first person that was she was like, hey, it's good to see you. She gave me a hug, and I was like, I don't think we're supposed to do that. And she was like, whatever. It was a month in, and I was like, yeah, I guess whatever. Yeah, I didn't die.
I remember 2 months in, I'm just you're just going to people's decks and porches.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
That part was kind of all right, though. I wish we did more of Chicago summers like that. It's so nice in the summertime. Let's hang out outside. I love the outside.
yeah, you can't do that now because you'll get shot.
Yeah, that is true.
Guns didn't exist during COVID.
Yeah, no.
No.
Were shootings down? Murders?
No.
School shootings for sure.
Well, schools were closed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, did
Well-
you hear? I'm sorry, we didn't include this in the news scene. I should have. I saw it yesterday. Did you see that Alex Jones is being sued for $1 billion over
Yeah.
over the stuff?
That's a little bit too much.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
He's only made $3 billion.
what's
Wait, he
gonna-
has
what's
$3
gonna-
billion?
No, they said that there's analysts that said even if he gets out of some of the money and stuff, there's no way he won't be poor for the rest of his life.
What's he going to do?
I
Call
kinda-
Rogan and say, can I borrow some money? I mean, they got Alex Jones worse than they got O.J. Simpson. Just fucking think about that for a second.
Yeah. I also saw.
I want you to think about that for a second. He didn't go into school and shoot everybody, okay? What he said was egregious, awful, horrible, but everyone knows he's a horrible guy.
Yeah,
But
he's
it's
a piece of
words.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
words. But O.J. cut up Nicole, cut up Ronnie, then
He-
wrote a book,
he
If I Did
allegedly-
It, How I Would Do It.
He allegedly cut
If
her
I
head
did,
off.
if I did it. And he wrote a book of how he killed them, if I did it. And then they hit him for $35 million.
Yeah.
And that was everything he had.
Starting quarterback salary in the NFL.
Yeah. But Alex Jones, let's get him for $1 billion.
Billy, dude.
For being the modern day Rush Limbaugh.
guess
I will say-
OJ only ruined one person's life.
Alex Jones Yes, those people were trolled. The families were trolled.
Dude, the
by
people,
Jones's people.
The people
forever.
that follow Alex Jones, though, they are like, they're fucking crazy, dude.
Insane.
I know a
I
bunch
bet
of
they're
people that
mad.
follow him.
They'll probably
Insane.
raise some money. There's no doubt.
The best part of Alex
It's too
Jones
much
is
money.
how. Okay, I love doing this. How old do you guys think Alex Jones is?
Oh, he's not that old. I've looked it up before.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Is
I
he
wanted everyone to go
is he
around.
Like 51?
Yeah, he's not as old as you thought. Is my point.
He doesn't look that old.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't think.
he's like young enough to be on this podcast.
How old is he?
I remember seeing him on Rogan when he said he was 48, and I burst out laughing for like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Well, how old did you think he
It's
was?
so funny.
I guess he
I
does.
thought he was like
old-
55.
He just looks rough. He's
Yeah.
just so mad.
He's 48 right now.
Oh my god! Right now.
That is a little.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a little young.
I thought it was even going to be low 50s.
Joe
'Cause I
Rogan's
thought I knew
55.
it. Damn.
Joe Rogan's
Damn.
55. Holy
Joe
shit.
does not age.
Joe Rogie, he looks a little. Rogie looks good for his age. People try to give him shit online, and it's like, okay, let's see what you look like at 55.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of him like kicking? Like,
Yeah, dude.
things?
There's nothing you could say about that guy's regime and self-discipline.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not.
it's just-
I'm not.
saying
yeah,
a
he's
fucking
got
word.
so much. Yeah, he's got more
Regime.
fucking self-discipline than I
Or
ever
did you mean
will.
regimen?
No, regime.
His regime.
Regime is the name of your cousin.
Regime.
Vader.
Regime Vader.
Regime.
Regime.
I like that this New York Times article about the Alex Jones verdict says that the $1 billion in damages is a devastating blow against his empire.
Dude,
They make him like a dictator.
first of all, congratulations. This guy's gonna blow his brains out. like devastating blow against his empire. Like he's not gonna live. You know where he's gonna go? He's gonna call Snowden. He's gonna go to Russia.
Yeah.
Jones is going to Russia for sure.
I hope he doesn't get like addicted to pills or something.
I think he already is.
I know. I know.
I hope he doesn't like spew hatred on a show.
Yeah,
or something.
God.
Yeah, I hope
I
he
hope he
doesn't.
doesn't get like a dangerous talk show and get addicted to pills.
I hope he doesn't go to Texas and tell people that Univlad shooting was all fake.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, fuck him. I'm glad this happened to him. I agree it's a lot and probably too much, but
No, it's not that it's too much.
Truly,
it's
he
just a
can get
hilarious
fucked.
number that
I don't-
Like, how do they think he's actually gonna give that?
like when you're the jury or the judge, like after the 100 million, are you like, now we're gonna make people feel better? Let's make it $1 billion.
I think it's the same shit as whenever you go to jail and you get like 300
I
or
was just about
400
to,
years.
200 years or something.
And then they're like, they don't ever expect you to go that long, but there's just kind of like a fuck you, like you're always fucked, just so you know.
CelebrityNetworth.com
Oh, God,
says
this is
Alex
funny.
Jones' net worth is negative $900 million.
Holy shit! I just saw our podcast checking account.
Wow. That's great. It said that his companies are worth 135 to 270 million. After the trial, it was revealed that between blah, 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 whatever. But he has to pay, his net worth was negative $900 million. That's got to be the lowest on this list, right?
Wait. Go up. His products range from brain pills and diet supplements. Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody
he was
look
selling-
at that guy and tell me why you would take his brain pills or his diet supplements.
Well, he's a fucking asshole in this way in a lot of ways too. But he, one of the things he made a ton of money on was that he was selling these like survivalist kits for people, and it's like, bro, like he would like it's shit like rice. It's like the most. It's like the cheapest like shit to put together, and then he would like bundle it all together and sell it to these people that he's terrifying.
Power of
and,
your
like,
fans.
I mean, it's not even that though. He's gaslighting them into thinking that this is even a thing that they can't
That's
put
what they
together
did.
at fucking Walmart.
That's what they did to me.
A lot of people are gonna gaslight you in your life. They gaslit me into eating an ice cream burger today, and I'm still kind of
The
mad
Danish
about
was
it.
the most disgusting one, I think.
No, I don't think so. Not even close.
crazy.
The ice cream one was disgusting.
Okay, would you eat a cheeseburger that was cream cheese on the
no,
burger?
I honestly wouldn't eat either one of those. Again.
No,
I'm
onion
kinda
cream
mad
cheese,
that I
no?
got
Oh,
tricked.
onion cream cheese?
Yeah, or plain cream cheese. Could it be that bad?
I
kinda
know.
mad
You
that I
want to
got
try
it.
it next time?
Have you ever had a bagel with cream
Yes.
cheese?
Yes.
Have you had what flavors of bagels have you had?
I don't fucking know. A normal bagel?
Gay Frogs remix.
Have you had a sauerkraut sandwich before?
No.
Too white.
I don't like sauerkraut. Like, why would I have the
You never had
sandwich?
sauerkraut?
I like that you say too white when it's a German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are Germans known for?
Aryan race.
Right,
The
Eamon?
KKK. Let's do the
Okay.
Suicide Kit one.
Right.
I was worried that might be too dark, but it's fucking crazy that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
You want to take the lead on it?
Yeah, Amazon suicide kits have led to teen deaths, according to new lawsuit. Alex Jones is in jail. So essentially, like, I mean, kids are buying, like, you can search suicide kit, I guess, in Amazon, and it'll. I don't know if does this pop up
No,
when you search
so
it?
What happens is they realize that sodium nitrite is like a lethal substance, and it only has like very limited resources outside of the lab.
Make beef jerky.
Yeah, but you can buy like 100-pound bags of it on Amazon, and Amazon will put in the suggested products other products necessary to kill yourself with sodium nitrate because so many people have bought it.
They do it's what like plenty of people have bought this with it. Like they always suggest that when you buy something on Amazon. Frequently purchased together.
It's just like a rope with a noose in it.
Right. But no, so apparently it would be the sodium nitrate, a scale to measure the lethal dose, a drug to prevent vomiting it up, and a book with instructions on how to use the chemical to attempt suicide.
Yeah, it's like fucked up. It's also like it's really funny because they're like Amazon's like, well, we should be able to sell stuff. It's not. Amazon isn't like, they're not like backtracking and being like, oh my God, we should try to figure out if teens are dying, we should try to figure out a better way. They're like, we gotta make money, baby. Like, what do you think? Jeff Bezos is just gonna fucking fly to space and
How's he gonna get that? How does he gonna get those new side girls?
Yeah,
And that body.
and the new hair. He's gonna come back with new hair.
You think he's gonna get hair? Nah, because now it's like a part of his whole
I think
thing.
it would be very cool move for a dude to go be completely bald, then come back with hair.
Yeah, Brian
Just
Urlacher.
be like, "What's up, guys?"
He's gonna have a cowboy hat
Yeah.
glued to his head.
Urlacher did that. Who else? Who do you want to see who's bald now with full
What's
head of
his
hair?
name? That guy that did stand up. That also got in trouble for like
Louis?
being a fucking perv.
You just listed so many people.
Yeah, that's
Oof, yeah, I narrowed down. He was in the show about the brothers that are in Hollywood together or whatever. God damn it, he's like really famous. What's
Brothers
his name?
in Hollywood together?
Yeah, it was called. It was like early 2000s, probably mid 2000s. What was that show with the guy, the handsome actor, and then his brother that worked at the pizza place is his agent?
Keenan and Kel.
No.
Oh, this guy's Asian?
Agent.
Oh.
So not
You need
Key and
to-
Peele.
No, it's Jeremy Piven. That's his name. Entourage.
What? He was bald?
Yeah, he's. If you look at him,
never
Jeremy
heard
Piven in Seinfeld.
In the movie where he was Mr. whatever, the Dean Richards.
Yeah, old school. But if you
Oh,
look at him
shit,
in
he was bald
Seinfeld,
in
he's
that.
like bald there. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
But they say that he got so now it's FUE or whatever grafting.
Okay.
And they say that he got the plugs, so the hair plugs looked less natural. But now
Yeah.
they said the new thing they do, like Jason Alexander got and Brian Urlacher got, is like very natural,
Have you
which I'm looking forward to in a couple years.
Have you ever seen? I hate to sell him out because I do like the dude, but Joel McHale was one of these.
Oh,
was,
Tosh, dude! Remember Tosh had like a alopecia type thing going, and then he has great hair now
Steve
too.
Carell was balding, and then he got plugs for the
Yeah.
second season of The Office.
Did he?
Yeah, he was balding.
Joel's hair is pretty obvious that it's not real, though. I think he got him pretty early on too.
I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I think he's tall and makes me horny.
I love Joel McHale. I think he's I think he's a great guy. And
He
he's very
needed
funny.
Was it Talk
Free hair
Soup? Is that what we used to
Yeah.
watch? Yeah, that was a
Yep.
great show.
I think he was on Community, and then he did stand up. He's hilarious.
I never watched Community.
Cameo in The Bear.
Love Community.
Excuse me?
He has a cameo in The Bear on Hulu. It's
Oh,
very
I saw that. I don't remember
Never seen
him
the
though.
bear.
He's the villain in Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making a Community movie now.
Yeah,
Really?
Coming back.
I haven't seen the
Uh,
show.
You really need to.
it's
Yeah?
great. It's funny.
It's
It's
with
my
Aziz,
favorite
right?
sitcom.
no.
Which one? I haven't seen the one with Aziz either. Aziz
That's
and
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That one's great.
Man,
Those are both great?
You've never seen 30 Rock either. You've missed out on so many.
I
of
know.
the
I have
biggest
seen.
comedies.
I have seen about 15 episodes
I'm
of
telling you,
30
our
Rock.
next draft is going to be like comedy shows like that.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
just don't know any of them. I'm leaving. One more article.
Before we read this nude article, I want to see what Bader's top 10 most recently used emojis are.
I'll look at mine.
Yeah, Kyle, you show us yours too.
Bader's is eggplant, tears, water, peach, lips, two little girls holding hands.
So what do? You just look at
Yeah. How do I
those?
look at my?
So
top
when you
10?
go to send a text,
I got cowboy hat.
I'm gonna go to the
I
producer
got
text.
hard eyes. I got the little hearts around the face where you're like feeling loved. I got one of these guys.
And it goes, it's the first 2 columns.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first 2 columns.
I got a heart.
Okay.
I got crying eyes. I got upside down head, kissy face, laughy, goat, and a devil. And then a strong arm, too.
Oh, should I go?
Yeah.
Okay. I have, and Kyle can be a witness. I have the cow with the love, giraffes, the unicorn with the love heart, the gross face, the green face, then that face. I have the laughing. I have the crying because I cry a lot, like the actual crying where it's like.
You have the cringe face.
I have the cringe face. I have the zip it face where I tell Kyle don't tell anyone. I have the Z's where Austin will text me at 11 and it's my bedtime by then, and I just text him back Z's. I have birthday cake because I always text people happy birthday. I think birthdays are very important. And I have Eiffel Tower because on the producer group chat I keep telling people we should try it.
Okay, perfect.
You had 6 of them, I think, of the ones that old people use.
Why nobody should be using the thumbs up emoji and the 10 symbols only old people use.
Yeah, this is kind of heartbreaking, honestly.
So the whole Kyle, you want to explain this one?
Oh,
What's
God, they're
happening?
So
canceling
yeah, it's like all
This
the
is
ones
going
that are
too far, dude.
that are like old. First of all, fuck young people. Young people don't know anything.
What is wrong? Okay, tell me
I
why
don't
they're
need to
canceling
be-
it. Tell me why are these being canceled?
Because it means like, so it's like it starts with the thumbs up. They say the thumbs up is too like
Passive
too
aggressive.
curt, it's too aggressive. It's too.
Condescending. Kind
I honestly, as a man who has a dad that texts me back K, I'm always like, what's the matter with you? So I kind of get it.
Well, like, and people, older people will type ellipses, which is like the 3 periods next to each other, because when you learned how to type on a typewriter, that's how you would start a new sentence.
Oh, that's why.
But so many older people do that, and the context now is that it's like implying something that they're not saying.
Yeah.
So everyone's really upset when someone sends that to them. But
I
that's just how
I
they
think in
are used
general,
to it.
I like to use emojis because I would often get in trouble with people in my life who would think I was saying something rude whenever I wasn't meaning to be rude. So I was like, I'll use a little smiley face guy so that they know, like, hey, you're being a dumb bitch right now, and then put a smiley face. And they're like, oh, okay, it's not rude.
But now I guess some people think that
Well, that
it
one
might
bombed hard.
be rude anyway.
So this list.
So what? So are they? They're just trying to take rid of it.
Yeah.
And who is like leading the charge?
America.
Gen Z.
And they're saying it's just rude.
I think it's just like it's just trying to say like let's just stop using it, guys. I think it's just like a PSA, like you know what? Let's.
I don't know.
stop it.
Thumbs up's fine.
Well, the thumbs up is the one that they said was passive aggressive, but the other ones are just saying that only old people use it.
I feel like it's pretty direct.
They got to keep the eggplant.
Also, a lot of these are just what Instagram makes me pick. Like it's like the cry, laugh, like clap.
Yeah.
Like those are just options that Instagram gives me. I'm not gonna fucking go off keyboard to reply to your Instagram story.
This has to stop. Like we have to stop getting rid of emojis. We have to stop allowing just people to fucking dictate what we need to do. Just be a good fucking person and stop.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. If you're in the world, the internet world that doesn't know real people, that are not in their first 10 friends, they don't know what people are really like, need to stop and shut up and like and subscribe to the Baubak Podcast.
I like that.
Kyle Scanlon is my co-host.
Uh-huh.
My 3 beautiful producers, the 4
Love
in the
them
back
all.
that are waiting that we're going to have to
Yep.
we're also going to have to hire. This has been the Baubak Podcast, episode 17.
Longest
Thank
one
you.
ever. Yeah.
Like, subscribe. Hope it's been informative. We will edit it down, but it's been a fun time. Interesting
It has
conversation.
been
Love you
fun.
guys.
Not.